Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, and we are live. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name is Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my life. I hope you're happy, feeling fantastic, and getting ready for this epic video that we're about to watch. So today we're checking out SAGAU winner compilation Loop West German Beatbox Championship 2023. Now, I've already seen all the other battles that took place, the semifinals, the small final, the grand final, and the videos are up in my channel in case you want to check them out. Very entertaining. One of the best, I think, tournaments that I've seen as of lately. So lift up to the hype, the expectation, and yeah, so we're going to check out his compilation. Obviously, he's the winner. I'm sorry to spoil that if you haven't seen the competition, but yeah, he won. And let's check out his tracks once again and enjoy them. So if you're not ready, guys, get some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's go.
I can see your jaw drop. I can see your face drop. I can see your jaw drop. I can see your face drop. I can see your jaw drop. I can see your face drop. I can see your jaw drop. I can see your face drop.
The switch up transition.
Certified bitch!
All right, guys. First things first. We subscribe. Already subscribed. I have a link of the original video down in the description below, so you can support the creators. I mean, this was so surprising. It's always very yeah, it's just surprising when seemingly a new looper comes out of nowhere and wins the whole tournament. It's happened a few times before, I feel like. And with this guy, I don't think I've heard of him before this tournament. I mean, they might know him in Germany, but I personally hadn't heard of him. And it was wild. It was incredible. I mean, he looks like a young guy that probably hasn't been looping for too long, I imagine. Maybe he has, but I just hadn't seen him. But like I said, he just came out of nowhere, went all the way to the final against Mystics and won it. I think it wasn't like a blowout, but I think convincingly he won it. You know, and also it's very rare that you see someone's tracks progressively keep getting better throughout the competition, which happened in this case to me, because usually they use their better rounds earlier, so they, for sure know that they can continue, and they're not going to save their best rounds for the final. But in this case he did. To me, the last round was the best. But I mean, they're all fantastic, but I felt like the level was just getting higher and higher. And it was an incredible final. I already reacted to that video. And this compilation, you can just appreciate his style more, his consistency, the growth, and even the performance. For someone who I had never seen on stage, he acted so natural, like he had been there before, with the crowd. I didn't see any like nerves, nothing. He was just there doing his thing, even facing up against all these other guys that were also super great. And final against Mystics, that I would imagine could be intimidating. But nah, he nailed it. He pulled it off with grace and conviction. And I don't know, it was just one of the most amazing runs that I had seen from a looper. The sound design, the another thing that, sometimes I have comments, but I save them until the end so I don't interrupt the video, but then I forget. I was gonna say his build up is so fast. Is one of the fastest build ups that I can remember. I mean, he takes no time for the track to get like implanted into your brain, that you already know from the start. Like the first like 8 seconds, you kind of know where the track is going, like have the idea, the structure, and the melody. Very uncommon. The only other loopers I can think of that do it that fast, is like Sorrow and maybe SAGAU, somebody like that, or Biscuit. And especially compared to the other guys, with other loopers, you kind of like, from the beginning, you're like, okay, they're building up, they're getting ready, they're, putting in the effects. With this guy, he's just like, the first sound is, oh, you're already on the journey, you're already getting on the plane. And so it's very, very entertaining, because his tracks seem a lot longer than somebody else's, since he builds up so fast. Because I mean, at some points I thought, I was like, do they even have time restrictions? Because I felt like his round was going on for so long, and in a good way, not in a bad, but in a good way, that it's like, whoa, how did he get this much time? Because in some tracks he had like 3 drops, and to do that, he has to be so fast and concentrated on what he's doing, almost basically no mistakes, and have like a super flow. So this guy is really surprising. He's on the radar now for everybody, I think, and he is up there. He's like a prodigy of loopstation, I think. I mean, this round, I was picturing his rounds going up against like the top dogs, like even like a Frosty. Have that round go against Frosty and see if it could win. I think it could. Have that round go against Sorrow. Maybe it could win. Or like Antrix, somebody like that. Just a bunch of people that I think he could, his level is GBB, and although at this point I think the German loop scene has even higher level than GBB, to be honest. They're at the top of the loop station. So big up, incredible and amazing, shockingly amazing performance and journey for this guy that I hadn't heard before. And wish him the best, and hopefully he can win a lot more championships. We can see him again. Check it out. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe, share, ring the bells, all that. Do a flip, and till the next.
Thanks for watching.